So guys, on my Instagram, I posted a picture of me crying at PetSmart, and I told you I would tell you guys on YouTube this story a little bit more. And so, it's kind of funny, but it's also really sad. It's funny because I was crying in PetSmart, just like bawling my eyes out. But it's really sad because the story was sad for me, and I just wanted to quickly, it's like a small story time, but it's kind of sad. So, we have a dog, and we have animals. I have a cat, my sister has a dog. I love cats so much. The only thing that could ever make me cry is like a sad cat, like those sad cat videos, like even sometimes if it's not sad and it's a cat, I might cry because I love cats so much. Like, I don't know why, and I always feel bad for them, especially if they're abandoned or something, because I feel like people love more dogs better, and no offense to the people that love dogs better, or love other animals better, or don't love animals at all. It's okay, but I don't want to offend anyone or anything, but I'm just saying, everyone loves dogs better than cats, and cats are kind of more like the animals, and some people like them, but not everyone, and I feel like I get even more sad about that because people don't want them, sort of. And in PetSmart, I don't know if anyone, everyone knows this because I have viewers that are not in America, but, they have animals there. They don't have dogs there, but they have cats that are usually, found, or, they need adoption or something like that, and reptiles with fish and other things like that, small animals, parrots and things like that. And we had an appointment with our dog, for her vet thing, and, I went with them because I wanted to get, mealworms for my frogs, and I know that's gross, but whatever. And so we went to PetSmart, and I went to get the mealworms, but they didn't have any, and so I was like, okay, well, I guess not. And so me and my brother, while my sister and my mom were with the dog, we decided to go walk around PetSmart and just look at the animals. And I always visit the cat section, but I always am this close to crying, this close, and I'm always wanting to adopt someone and always wanting to get one of the cats. And so we were walking, and I found this, and I was looking at the cats, and they had little stories written, oh, adopt me, my name is this, and blah 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 blah. And all of them were pretty normal, like usual, oh, some of them ran away from their house, some of them were just some of them just needed adoption. And so I would read the stories, and one of the kittens, it was a girl, and her name was, I don't remember her name, but I have a video of her, a small video of her. While I was in PetSmart, I took a video of her. And I took this video, and I posted it on Instagram. And I wrote, this makes me so sad, because the story was that small kittens, and it was so pretty, it was like a tabby. She was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. She was gray with white. It was really pretty. And the story was that her whole family was attacked by a dog and killed by a dog. And when I heard that, I was torn apart. My heart was broken, and I had tears on my eyes. I was literally trying to hold in, and I couldn't. And I just started crying. I just started full on crying in the store, and I didn't care what anyone thought, and I was just I'm crying. I'm so sad right now. This is terrible. This poor kitten's whole family was kitten. I don't imagine how terrified she is. I don't imagine, I can't even imagine how awful it must have been for her. And I'm surprised that she's alive. And she did have, something on her eye a little bit, so her eye might have been a little bit, damaged or something. But I felt so sad for it. My mom comes out, 5 minutes later, and she sees me crying. She's like, what happened? And I'm like, I read this kitten story, and it's so sad. And now all of my family have tears in their eye, and I'm the only one that's actually crying. And they're standing upset, obviously, because the story was really sad. It's it tears your heart. And I know some people will be like, well, this is not sad at all. I hate cats, whatever. But when you see it, it's actually different. When you see the cat in person, the kitten, it wasn't even a cat, it was a kitten, a small kitten. And we were this close to adopting it, but then a lady came out, and we were just talking about all the cats, and we were we might adopt one, and, you know, she was like, oh, well, you know, like, yeah, these are all great. And I was kind of asking about, because there was another cat next to it, and it was a black cat. His name was Solo, and he was so cute, and I wanted to adopt him too. But, like, you know, the reason I wanted to adopt the other one was because, like, I felt sad for it. But then she was like, you know, she was telling me about the stories of the cats, like which ones have great personalities. And she was just the person that cleans their cages and volunteered and stuff. And she was really nice. But then she was like, you know, but that one, I told her, like, the story, and I was like, that's actually really sad. And she's like, yeah, so if you have a dog, it might be a bad idea. She wasn't talking to us directly, but she was just talking in all. Like, she's like, if you have a dog, because she didn't see that we have a dog, because we left her in the appointment room and we were leaving, and then we had to pick her up later. But, like, she's like, if somebody has a dog, that's not the best, you know, decision to adopt. And I was like, you know what, I didn't even think about that. She would be terrified, and that would not be a good idea to adopt her if we have a dog. Can you imagine that? Like, her whole family was attacked by one. Why would it be a good idea to even get it? You know, it's ridiculous. And so, yeah, that's kind of the story. Now, you know, I have some pictures as well, and I probably either showed it or I'm going to show it. But yeah, I was just standing there crying like a baby. My sister was laughing, kind of, but also sad, because the story was actually really sad. And all the other stories were fine. Like, they were all, like, sad, but, like, kind of more like, and I asked them, like, where did the other kittens come from? And she would be like, well, people, like, bring them in so that, you know, other kids can adopt them. And so it's not that sad, you know, but that specific story was absolutely horrifying, and I just was broken there. So yeah, that's the story of the cat, and it was like a little story time. It was kind of sad but funny at the same time. Funny because I was crying at PetSmart, sad because of the kitten story, and I literally love cats so much that it really did, like, I was traumatized, and I was like sad for the next, like, I came home and, like, I calmed down, and then I started crying again, and then, like, each time I would see the video, I would just be like heartbroken, and I'd be like, wow, this is so sad. Like, and I know it, like, you know, there's other cat stories and, like, kitten stories where there's, like, they're abandoned, they're found in, like, tubes and, like, half dead and stuff, and I can't imagine how terrible that is as well. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if you if you enjoyed that video or not, but I want to show that I do get sad for animals that are mistreated. So yeah, if you hate cats, I don't know, you'd probably, like, unsubscribe or dislike or something, but I mean, it is a kitten that was hurt like that, and that's really sad. So I don't understand people that might not be sad, or, like, at least, you know, at least if they don't, like, feel good about it, then what, you know what I mean. But, like, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. See you next time. Bye!